Hello, this is Carl Brooks with IamThereforeIPad.com, and today I'm going to share with you an application called Springtomize. Springtomize is a tweak that allows you to customize, really customize a lot of aspects of your iOS device, whether it's the iPad or the iPhone. But you find it in Cydia. I believe it's $2.99 for the app. But once it's installed, it has its own icon, so you can see here. You can launch it here to customize it, or you can go to the Settings app and scroll down to the Springtomize section here, right there. Okay. But once you're there, you have tons of things to edit. Once you enable it, you can change the animations, how the things switch from application to application. You can have this nice what do you call it, OTV effect. So when you turn it off, watch the little line go. See that little line go on the screen, and then even has a sound effect. Play a sound, you can choose to do that. Here's the capabilities. You can actually turn off and turn on certain things if you use the custom capabilities. You can change the dock. Okay, you can hide the dock, you can hide the labels, you can hide the reflection or hide the shadow. You can have a custom number of docks. So you see here I have 8 in my dock, and you can also have the cover flow turned on. So if you look at my dock, you notice that there are 8 icons here. There's the 8th one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you see it has a cover flow type effect where they're not just lined up evenly. They sort of start here, get evened out here, and then curve back out. So it's similar to the cover flow that you would have on your music player. So once again, if we go back into the Springtomize, and it's actually called Springtomize 2 for iOS 5. You can change things in the lock screen. You can display seconds onto the clock. You can always show the charging or show the wallpaper. So you can change just about anything on this thing. Hide the top bar, tons of things. But you can hide the knob. You can have a custom label. And so if you have a custom label, you can just type it in here, and it'll show up. Instead of saying slide to unlock, it will show whatever you type there. The icons, you can hide the labels, lock the ability to move it. If you share your iPad with your kids, they're always moving your icons around. You can actually lock those so they are not able to do that. They're not able to uninstall. You can show whether the icons have a certain number in portrait view or landscape view. Currently, you can have up to 5 rows. You can have 5 rows, and I have that off. You can resize the icons on the springboard, on the dock, on the switcher. And as you can see in my example here, I have much larger icons than you would normally have, which it looks really excellent on the iPad. So you can change the size of the icons, whether they're in the switcher, in the dock. So you can notice that the dock's icons are slightly smaller than the springboard icons. So tons and tons of features. I can just go on and on with this application. Definitely a must-have application. Hide the newsstand. You can turn that on. A lot of people do not use that and just don't like it taking up space. You can hide Springtomize, the application, so you only access it through the the Settings app. Tons and tons of things. So once you make whatever changes you want, you go back to the main screen here and you hit reload, which is kind of hard to see here. Let's just lift that up a little bit. So you reload, you click that, and then it gives you the option here to reload the settings or respring. So we respring, and the device will reboot, and we'll be able to see those changes. And you can also see all my fingerprints on the screen. Alright, so let's just log in. Okay, so I'm not even sure what we just changed. Oh, we hid the newsstand icon, so that's no longer on my main screen. We also hid the icon for Springtomize, so now you don't see that in here. You don't see it there as well. And so in order to change anything, I would have to go into the Settings app and continue to customize. You can change folders. Have it where it closes. You have a folder close box. You can hide the preview. You can disable animation, hide the background, hide the label, disable badges, have it auto close when you launch a app that's in the folder. Create in dock. Use a custom number of icons per folder. So if you turn that on, you can change that. App switcher, you can have a landscape, because normally you don't have the switcher in the landscape, only in the portrait. You can start editing, disable paging, start with iPod. I mean, just tons of things here. How many icons you want to see in the switcher area. Time machine, you can back up your settings, back up your wallpaper. Status bar, you can change the carrier. So you see in my case it says Brooks, and so at the top you see Brooks instead of iPad. So you're able to change that. You can change custom the time string, instead of just being a basic clock. You see you can do these things. So I'm already doing that, but I'm using SBS settings to do it. But you see here, you don't even need it. This application takes the place of a lot of different applications. You see in the status bar, I can hide whether I see the padlock or the alarm or airplane mode, Bluetooth, etc. Just goes on and on. Application is just incredible. Pages, hide the dots, so when you don't have to see these dots here that show you how many pages you have. Total control over this. Disable spotlight. Sometimes you might use poof to hide your apps, but then people can just go to the spotlight. Well, not anymore. You can disable spotlight. If you had an application like Infinity Board, you can disable paging. All you have is one page. So just a great app. You can have a custom dock, you can have a custom battery, you can have custom icon labels, you can change the font, select the size. It's just really incredible how many things you can do with this. On the lock screen, you can turn the clock off. Gets rid of so many different tweaks that you would have separate things. Notification, maybe you can disable that. Have custom backgrounds, instant clear. So when you have things up in your, and I don't have anything here, but I usually use Clear Fast or Fast Clear. Here you don't even need that app as well. You can turn it on here to instantly clear your items in your notification. This app is just ridiculous. All the things that you can do. So this is Springtomize 2 for iOS 5. Must-have for anybody that wants to customize their iPad or iPhone. Again, this is Carl Brooks with I Am Therefore iPad saying I'll see you on the web.